They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
10-10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him? Improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Montgomery, the ball.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
At the 42-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Foles toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3-yard pickup.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They go play action. Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Oh, wide open, complete.
I don't care what you is. You ain't
Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At the 41-yard line.
47 from Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
It'll buy some time right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Montgomery trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go, go, go. 53, check 53. Tighten up. Pull together. 53 to go.
Here's Foles. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball. Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Third down, Winston. And he finds Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Complete.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And the Saints.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Winston, left side here to Sanders. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Saints nothing.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Winston now from the 50. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
Winston's
3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Winston past the 20. That'll be complete to Cook. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big pickup of 38.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Is good.
Lutz with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Bears 3.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken from about the 12. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Foles on the give to Montgomery. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That's good.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Huntley. The screen pass here to Cohen. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And some room to roam now. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the Bears' 49-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Saints.
Winston now to throw on first down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Saints 14, Bears 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Intended for Jimmy Graham. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Huntley. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete on the jump ball. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Huntley. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
11 at the 25-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
That's a game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Following the interception, Winston. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. And glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking long for Thomas, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Foles. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They run it again with Kamara. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Roquan Smith in on.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
That's out to the left and complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Complete to Emmanuel.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third.
Winston from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Huntley. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
At their own 30.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston, and Josh Hill has it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Jameis to throw it. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Winston. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And the Saints
first down, Winston. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They get this out left, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Saints 28, Bears 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
By the Saints.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final. This is caught inside the 15.
You got a number, baby. Give me some more.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Complete.
Michael Thomas, 58 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
To throw, Huntley. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
At the 25-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go, great.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for New Orleans, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week, as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.